Hello, folks, and welcome back. On this episode, we're going to explore Yellowstone National Park. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. When we ended the last episode, we had just arrived at Yellowstone, and this is the campground we stayed at. It's the Fishing Bridge Campground. This is the check-in office here. We're going to go ahead and go around to our campsites and get set up here. And right after we backed in and started setting up, this gentleman starts walking by. Didn't get a lot of video of him, but he literally just walked out from behind the bathhouse. Alright, well, we're all set up here. This is going to be our campsite at Fishing Bridge. It's a gravel site. It's full hookups. They do have another section here which is newer. It's concrete pads, but they don't have near as many trees as we do. Now that we're set up, let's go ahead and go start exploring Yellowstone. First place we're going to stop here is going to be the Visitor Center outside the Fishing Bridge Campground. And just like every national park I've ever been to, they always have a nice diorama which shows the entire national park. And you can see it here, which shows Yellowstone Lake. It doesn't show the upper portions of the park though. Let's go ahead and talk about Yellowstone so you know where we're going. Yellowstone is a very large national park. And this is a map of the overall park. The yellow line is what they call the loop that goes around the entire center of the park, or the main part of the park. The orange line across the middle is a cut through that they have, so you can see it makes a big figure 8. And then the green lines and the blue lines are the entrances to Yellowstone National Park, with the blue line being the way we came in Part 5. Now today, because we've drove here today and we've got such a short time, we're only going to go a couple of short places near us, and you're going to see we're going to leave Fishing Bridge here and go up to the mud volcanoes. Now we're going to go ahead and head down to what they call the west thumb of Yellowstone Lake and look at some more attractions down there. And as we head back, we'll make some stops along the Yellowstone River and go out and look at it. I know it's hard to see in the video, but that water is crystal clear. Well, this concludes our first day here in Yellowstone, and really had about 2.5 hours to explore once we drove all the way here. And I'll tell you what, the stuff we've seen already, this is going to be a wonderful time here at Yellowstone. So we'll tell you good night. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to explore the park here. Today, folks, we're going to explore the northern portion of the Figure 8 Loop. Well, while we ate breakfast, it actually clouded up a little bit, but it turns out to be a beautiful day after all. This is going to be the little village they have for the Fishing Bridge community. Got a store, gas station, little restaurant. Now, actually, the restaurant in there is probably one of the better ones we found up here. One thing about Yellowstone is the food's not really the best in here, but it's expensive. And this is going to be actually Fishing Bridge where we cross over the Yellowstone River. Coming up on the left is the mud volcanoes that we explored yesterday. First major attraction today is going to be the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. First stop here is going to be the Upper Falls Overlook. Let's go ahead and head to the Lower Falls and look at it and the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. This canyon is where Yellowstone gets its name. Alright, now we're going to head to the Upper Falls Overlook. We're now headed to Lookout Point to get another view of the canyon. Alright, well, let's go ahead and explore some more stuff in Yellowstone. This was just an awe-inspiring sight here, and I guarantee you the videos do not do it justice. We're just going to continue north here on the main road to the north entrance of Yellowstone. Traffic control Yellowstone style. You have to admit, it's effective. We're going to stop here at Roosevelt Lodge, which is a unique little place, and take a break. They've got these little cabins that you can rent that go back to the beginning of the park. It's really nice. And then from here, we're going to head up to Mammoth Hot Springs. As we come into Mammoth Hot Springs, That white mound you see up on the left is actually going to be the hot springs, and we'll go explore it in just a minute. Well, that was very interesting coming up here to Mammoth Hot Springs. Never seen anything like this in my life. It was definitely worth a trip up here. We've had a wonderful day between the hot springs and the Yellowstone Grand Canyon. Even got to see some buffalo today. There's so much to see here at Yellowstone. We're going to go ahead and end this video now. Join us again on part 7 when we finish exploring Yellowstone National Park. We want to tell you we appreciate you watching and thank you very much for your support, and we'll see you in the campground.